So I've probably done the Swarm Disaster 5 maybe 20 times. I think each run is like 30 minutes. I'm not really sure. I never really timed it, but it has been kicking my butt. I've only beat it twice, one with Preservation and one with Nihility. And it really comes down to the blessings, and there's specific blessings to get, not just any blessings. But what I do like about the Swarm Disaster is, compared to all the other content like the Swarm or Simulate Universe and MOC, it's kind of more about like DPS, high DPS. Swarm Disaster is all about sustain, being able to survive, and letting your blessings do the damage. So since I've only beat it with Preservation and Nihility, I'm only going to speak about those. With Preservation, what I found was you want to get the 3-star blessings that give you shield, in particular this one, and you want to enhance this so you get this special shield that's 130% for 2 turns. In addition to that, any of the ones that give you quake damage is what's going to allow you to do a lot of DPS to the boss, because without it, for Preservation, you're not going to do as much damage. All the other ones, anything again that gives you more defense, more shield, shield for extra turns, those are all the ones focus on. All the attack ones like crit rate, crit damage, if you get them, great, but I wouldn't really focus on those, or at least I haven't focused on those, and I've been doing just fine. Now Remembrance is trying to get the blessings that freeze enemies, and also do dissociation. So I'm trying to find the dissociation one. Where is it? There it is. So applying dissociation you can do after it breaks an enemy, and after attacking frozen enemies. So you want to be able to freeze them or break them. There's also a blue star, or not blue 2-star blessings that do more damage per dissociation. So trying to get those and enhance those are pretty key and critical to be able to do a lot of damage. And then with Nihility, just getting some of the blessings that can do extra dots in particular are very helpful. I would say it's probably not really needed between the dissociation and quake, depending on your team and what path you're running, but getting extra dots if you're running Nihility is really needed. And the bosses like Life Bar will just drain so quickly once you have all 3 of those. And then with Nihility, they have the Suspicion buff, or I guess debuff, and if you're able to get the blessings that have Suspicion or be able to add more of those, adds to the damage. And then in addition to that are the propagation blessings. So I haven't really found one that you must need, but sometimes you have to go through some of those swarm domains. So getting the gold stars that give more spores and actually do more damage per spore, I find effective, but it doesn't seem like it's necessary compared to the other blessings. So again, I haven't really tried the other paths. I'm going to start trying them to see which blessings are best. I know there's some people that already done this and ran this over hundreds of times, and I'm kind of following their strategy as well. It all seems to be working out, but it really comes down to getting the right 3-star blessing and also enhancing it to be able to beat it. And if you don't get the right ones, it doesn't really matter on your team comp how good you are or anything. You got to get the blessings to be able to do enough damage. So here's my run with Nihility, Disruption level 5. I try to normally go with level 5 to 7 because I get more blessings. So I absolutely destroyed this run. This was very quick. I was very surprised how much damage I was doing. Again, I was focusing on the 3-star blessings and enhancing those ones that I just mentioned earlier, and also enhancing the 2-star blessings that give me more dissociation damage. Curios are kind of nice to have, but they don't make that much of a difference compared to the regular Simulate Universe, and you can see I don't have all the resonance formations either. These would have helped, it's just the blessings didn't line up, so I wasn't able to get it. It's not as important as those 3-star blessings that I mentioned.
things human creations. You're annoying. Try that again. Our fortune is clouded. Together as one.
So since March is my only shield person, and her shield, or at least my March, her shield is not very strong. I'm running Musketeers set, not a defense set. The Quake blessing isn't going to do that much damage, but it does help. So I don't prioritize it, but if I get the opportunity to get it, I will. Dissociation seems to be the one that I focus on the most, and also any type of dot blessing. And you can see those dots are just stacking up, especially when they're frozen, because they get the dissociation. When the dots start taking their damage, the life bar on them just drops like really quick. So you're gonna see here he's at 55% and his health just dropped to 40% just from all the dots. Like, and that was 15% of his entire health. And there you go again. There was another like 20% of his health bar just dropping. This first phase, it went by so fast. I was actually a little surprised I was doing this much damage.
I see through you.
So I wasn't trying to speed run through this, but I think this entire run was just over 5 minutes, which was very, very quick. A lot of times, even when I'm doing my preservations, even when I lose, it takes a while for all my damage to start ticking. I go through a lot of turns and cycles. This one, I just like went right through. Again, March 7th, she is just MVP. She's just made for this. I mean, everything about her, the cleanse, the shield, her freeze, her damage is just okay, but I mean, everything about her, she just like pairs very well.
May as well kill them all.
My turn. Gather as one. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
And look at that. 837k damage just on the boss, not on any like side mob.
Say bye to Brick.
And there's another 800k. Jeez, so much damage. Just adds up.
Stand still.
Phase 2, it went by so fast. He only attacked once. He didn't do any of those special attacks. That's what normally kills me. Normally kills my Fushuan, and after that it just like goes downhill. But between the freezings and the breaks, it's like they don't even have time to do that damage.
You can't run.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Try that again. Try hard. Watch this awesome move. All things human creations.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Tough luck running into me. Phew.
I have learned from previous runs, take out this little guy, because when he does his like suicide explosion on you, he actually does a lot of damage and even can kill a person. So I took him out as soon as possible.
Watch this awesome move.
Okay, so I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, all those green numbers, that's the dissociation damage, because they were all frozen from March. So March can do a lot of damage, and not even if she's not doing the damage herself, because she can freeze them, she makes the other team and the other dots do a lot of damage. That's why she's MVP.
I see through you.
Stand still. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Try that again.
Eternal state. Dead return!
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move. You can't run. Phew.
Boom.
Thanks. You're too good today.
Yep, so that took just under 5.5 minutes. Again, I wasn't trying to speed run this, but that is actually pretty quick, at least based off my experience. I don't know about you guys, but the amount of damage I was doing was insane. So take a look at my characters. So my Kafka, so pretty much all my characters, the gear is not the greatest. I have some pretty individual pieces, but I don't have any like good sets. I haven't really been focusing on gear. I've been focusing more on levels and traces. I think I need to start focusing on gear. In some cases, I even run purple gear because I don't have anything. So Kafka, I'm running the light cone. Her traces, they're above average, but they're not maxed out. And her relics are actually a little decent, maybe above average, especially this piece, but nothing like superb or anything like that. And just running a lot of attack, try to get effect hit rate where I can, and then you can see her stats. So again, I would say kind of an average Kappa, not a great one, but not a bad one either. My Fushuan, so I was building out her set a little bit. I removed all that purple gear I was temporarily using, except I had to keep one because I'm doing 2-piece of the HP set and then 2-piece of the defense set. I don't remember what their names are, but I don't have the substats on here are actually good, so I want to keep these, and I don't have a 5-star to replace it yet. Also, I got the ELR rope and just running double HP on pretty much any piece where I can that I have, exception of boots. I'm running speed. I'm kind of debating whether I should stick with speed or not, but I'm exactly at 134, you know, the golden number there. So I got really lucky with this piece. I got several rolls into speed. Unfortunately, some in effect hit rate, but overall it's an okay piece. Again, double HP, and I got some pretty good rolls in HP here. So I think I got some decent rolls on here, but definitely a lot of room for improvement. I did max out her talent. Her talent is key. I'm going to be focusing on her ultimate and skill here soon. And then I got her light cone, and I maxed her light cone out. So who is next? March. Now my March is the worst. I'm using this light cone, probably not the best one, but I figured because I'm running either like preservation or nihility where she's doing more damage, I'll use this light cone because of her ultimate, do a little bit more damage, but the other light cones might be a little bit better. As far as traces, again, nothing super high. Just once it hit the purple one, I stopped. So I'm at 8 across the board and only got up to this one. I would like to get this extra defense, but I don't think it's worth the material because I'm able to clear it right now. So maybe in the future would be something I do. Relics, again, running musketeer. I did not build a defense set, so I just put something on her. I forgot where I pulled this from, but it's mostly attack. There is not a defense musketeer set. It's mostly an attack set. I think this was the only kind of like defense set, but you can see the stats are not the greatest, but it has effective rate and attack sets. And then just double HP, a little bit of defense there, and then just HP effective hit rate. So again, it's not a defense set. It's not even a great set at all. It's just a general musketeer set, and you can see her stats here. So again, nothing fantastic here. And then who else did I have on the team? I can't remember. Oh, and my Luosha. So Luosha is he's decent. So again, for his light cone, I'm running the 4-star light cone. Traces just average. Again, once it hits the purple, I pretty much stopped. And then relics, running musketeers for his attack. And then I do have some pretty decent stats on his gear. I do have an outgoing healing boost as well. Again, double. I'm looking for attack for Luocha since his he's based off, or he scales off attack. I did put this piece on here, not because, well, I really wanted for the crit damage increase, but not necessarily this piece in particular. Is just what I have. I could have swapped it with out with my Vailu. Actually, I probably should have. And then again, running double HP robe. Again, nothing really great here about this. Just looking mainly for the combination piece. So again, that's my team. Nothing really special about it. Nothing really great. It's really all about the blessings and survivability, or sustainability. Try to take hits where you can, but let the blessings do the damage for you or boost your damage. Alright, so hopefully your Swarm Disaster 5 is going a little bit better than mine. I'm just now starting to be able to clear it. Yeah, I'm just trying to go in. I'm just trying to learn the mechanics myself. And that's what makes the game enjoyable. I don't want to just beat it on day one and then just sit and wait for content. So that's it for me. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh, before I go, have you guys ever noticed this? The character models for some of them are all the same. So like your Silver Wolf. Now look at their hands, look at their knees, look at their height, their shoulders. It's all the same when I switch. So there's Herta, there's Fu Xuan, King Q, Xin Q. I don't know how you really pronounce her name. But yeah, just switch them through them all. See again, the hands don't move, the knees don't move. They're all the exact same silver or models. Even the face is very similar. It's just one might be a little more pointy in the chin than the rest. Very interesting. I guess from a developer standpoint, that's all you need to do to make another character. I guess it's just kind of copy and replace. They should make some cosmetics in the game. I think, you know, that would probably help their sales. Don't go crazy on it, but yeah, I think a lot of people will like it, both free to play and as long as they make it free to play friendly and spenders alike. So, all right, well, that's it for me. I'll see you on the next one.